Well, Kendall Coleman's been starting from the beginning of this season as a freshman at defensive end. And Kendall, let's start on that. What went into this for you as a freshman, earning a starting role as quickly as you did?
I feel like I made a really good transition from high school and the system that I came from back there, along with the coaching that I had in high school and years prior. For the most part, it's just been my mentality and the thought that I just have to come in and get to work. That's kind of been instilled in me from a young age, from my parents to coaches, all the way up through high school and now here. So
it felt like in camp you kind of emerged maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks in. Did that feel like that as yourself as a player too, noticing that you were rising up the ranks and getting more and more reps?
Definitely. When they tossed me in there, I was kind of caught off guard, like, are you guys sure? And kind of had some questions, but no, I definitely noticed it and just kind of put it to me that I'm going to make mistakes, and I understand that I just got to make sure that I'm going 100% every time.
Was there any advantage to the freshmen learning this year in that everybody was learning a new defense this year, regardless if they'd been here before or not? So you maybe weren't as behind as a freshman would be had the system been the same.
I'd say that there probably were some advantages in that aspect, but then again, it was also that we were still behind because there were techniques that are universal for college football and for the NFL that everybody gets taught differently in high school. And so coming from my high school, there were some techniques that I got here and had to readjust and change and learn and adapt to figure out how I was going to play that on the college level.
Yeah, that said, for you on this line and your whole group, it's not just you, it's a very young group at line. Josh Black has now been up there playing a lot as a freshman. McKinley Williams playing at D-tackle as a freshman, and some of the other guys in there are just sophomores, so they don't have that much more experience. How have you guys as a group really helped each other along so far?
We get along really well. We got to go out there and communicate with each other and make sure that everybody's on the same page. And just like we all have good plays together, we all have bad plays together. And so it's just about rebounding and sticking with each other and being a close-knit group.
What's it been like on this defense? Because you guys have gotten hit early in some games this year and had to bounce back. What's the process in getting mentally right maybe after giving up a big play early in a game?
We just got to stay the course. The coaches put us in position to make plays, and sometimes big plays will happen, but the coaches know what they're doing, and they're going to put us out there and put us in the right scheme and everything to make sure that things fall back our way. And we just got to go out there and give it 100% effort and make sure that we're doing our jobs to make sure that we can stay in the game.
I want to take you back to the process of choosing Syracuse, because you had not committed to Syracuse until Dino Babers was hired here. What was the process like for you of seeing the staff, seeing a guy you had a relationship with in Vince Reynolds and Mike Hart coming over here and deciding that this school was right for you?
Yeah, like you previously had just said, I was committed to Vince Reynolds and Mike Hart at Western Michigan, and they had been recruiting me for almost a full year at that point. And then when they got up and left, it was just kind of like a shock to me, like, wow, a full year just gone by like that. And then I got a call from them saying that Syracuse wanted to talk to me too, and that I had a chance with Syracuse if I wanted to take that route. And I only had an offer from one other major school, and that was IU. So I decided to give Syracuse a chance to see what they had to say, and it definitely piqued my interest, and here I am.
Well, it's worked out for you so far, obviously, as we mentioned, starting here on the D-line as a freshman. Now going forward, what's the next step for this Tampa 2 defense? As you've played some great offenses, but where is the level of growth you're looking forward to getting ready for Wake Forest and beyond here?
We just got to make sure that everybody's communication is correct and that the technique is down pat. There's been a couple of times where we just kind of a 6 inches here, 6 inches there makes the biggest difference out there, and so we got to make sure that everybody's on the right page and knowing what they're doing. And when that happens, I feel like this defense will be very tough to get by.
And lastly, Kendall, Wake Forest here, they got off to the great start, 4-0, lost last week, veteran quarterback in John Walford. What stands out about what you got to stop here this week?
We definitely got to stop the run. They love to run the ball. They got a couple of good run plays that are unique in the way that they run them. So we got to spend all week figuring that out and make sure that we'll show up Saturday ready to go.